Italian actor and early pop icon, was one of the first leading men in Hollywood in the 1920s. In 1917, he arrived in Los Angeles, determined to make it in the movie business. His first featured film was My Official Wife in 1914. After that, his career took off. He appeared in films such as The Sheik and The Son of the Sheik and The Eagle, roles that established him as a passionate and irresistible heartthrob, one of the first in Hollywood, if not the first. His characters were charismatic and seductive conquerors. In total, Valentino starred in 50 known films. For the most part, people are still familiar with his impact, his status, and his influence in Hollywood in the early 1920s, more so than people are familiar with the actual films that he starred in. And what was the stylish man of the 1920s without the latest fashion and wristwatch? In Valentino's film Son of the Sheik and The Sheik, Valentino is seen wearing a Cartier tang, not part of the wardrobe, but rather just a watch that he was so in love with, refused to take it off during filming. Valentino cemented the watch's appeal among early Hollywood stars. The choice reflected his role as a leading man who was daring and sophisticated. And this was also a time when Cartier was experimenting with all these different types of cases and shapes and designs, and a lot of the modern stuff you see today, it goes all the way back to the 1920s. And you see actors, so many actors after this, wearing the Cartier tang in the 30s, 40s, 50s. And the endorsement of such a star so early on in the Hollywood era definitely cemented the watch with this timeless elegance. It adds to the storytelling of what is watch collecting and watchmaking. It is interesting to see how it flowed well with his character. Just like when you see many of these films, he has this great charisma, this great energy to him, this presence and this look that sets him apart from all the other male characters in the films. Even though these films were silent, you do see a lot of his expressions, a lot of his mannerisms stick out, and it's just interesting to watch him. His sudden death at the age of 31 caused mass hysteria among his fans. I think they had to close down New York City for his funeral, and then they kind of moved him to a chapel. He was what you would call an icon, and that's a difficult thing to throw around these days. He lived a fast life, and that's probably the way he would have wanted it. I don't think he would have been someone that wanted to get old. As much as it would have been cool to see him in films in the 30s and 40s, maybe even in the 50s, right? He went out with a bang.